Shout out to Blackjack21 for sending me this story, and this is coming out of Florida. I never heard of this story, but I feel that the punishment fits the crime. So this guy's name is Lewis Matthews, and he was sentenced to life in prison after he doused a 10-year-old with bleach, and sexually assaulted that same 10-year-old. Let's get into it. A Florida man will spend the rest of his life behind bars for molesting a 10-year-old girl and then splashing her genitals with bleach in a failed attempt to destroy evidence. Lewis Matthews, who had been dating the victim's mother for several years, attacked the child as she slept in the living room of their Tampa home around 3:30 a.m. on April 13, 2019. He undressed her and then proceeded to molest and sexually batter her, the Hillsborough State Attorney's Office said in a statement this week. The girl's mother heard a noise, came downstairs, and called her boyfriend assaulting the child, according to the release. As the horrified woman called 911, Matthews took the victim and 2 other children in the home and put them in his car. The 43-year-old then drove off while his girlfriend screamed inside the house, authorities said. The man went to a nearby gas station and brought the girl to the bathroom, where he ordered the victim to remove her pants and underwear and splash Clorox onto her genitals. What the okay. The sicko, and I didn't say that, that's how the article is written. The sicko then took the victim's underwear and threw them into a dumpster behind the store. The defendant's criminal attempt to destroy DNA evidence failed, the district attorney's office said, noting that investigators found the man's DNA on the bleach-stained underwear and on the victim's body and other clothing. Matthews was charged with multiple counts of sexual battery on a victim younger than 12, lewd or lascivious molestation on a victim younger than 12, and tampering with physical evidence. He pleaded not guilty and chose to go to jury trial, resulting in a guilty verdict on June 4th. During the trial, the young victim was one of the witnesses who testified about the attack. It's heartbreaking to sit in court and watch a victim who has been sexually abused by someone who was supposedly be caring for her testified on the stand, Hillsborough State Attorney Andrew Warren said. That's why I'm so proud of the work that our prosecutors do to hold these offenders accountable and stand up for the victims and send their predators away for life. Warren said the crime was even more sickening because Matthews was essentially a stepfather to the victim. Parents who are sexually abusing kids in their custody, it makes your blood boil, he said in a statement Monday. That is just absolutely sick. If I was the mother, bump at that point calling 911, you go and you grab something that you could shove into this man's body, like a knife or something like that, or get a taser or something. Handle that right there, because by her calling the cops at that point, it allowed him to just get away. But I understand in that moment, you know, you're frantic, you don't know what to do. And I'm surprised they didn't get him on kidnapping, because it said in the article that when he got caught by the mother, he grabbed the child plus the 2 other children to put them in a car and drove away. That should have been kidnapping right there. I'm trying to figure out why he grabbed the other 2 kids, but yeah. But this was a sick attempt at destroying evidence. Like, he took Clorox, he took bleach and put it in this girl's genitals. No. You don't put that there. That could mess her up internally. But all in all, he shouldn't have done it anyway. And my thing is, I'm willing to bet that he has been eyeing this little girl for quite some time. And on that night, he decided to make a move. But I also wouldn't be surprised if he started doing slow things, like maybe touching her in a way that seemed subtle to her and she didn't recognize it, but he knew what he was doing. And then this is the point where it got physical. But that's fine, because where he's going, they're going to get physical with him one way or another. I'll let you figure that out for yourselves. But like I said, it's some sick people in this world. And to the people out there who have children already, maybe from a previous relationship, you need to be very careful about the type of people that you bring around your kids. Like, you really need to vet these individuals before you bring them around. And, you know, like, that's just crazy. Like, the lengths that he went to destroy evidence. Because going into this, I'm thinking that he dumped bleach on her. Like, just dumped it on her body. I didn't know that he actually put it in her genital region in an attempt to get rid of it. And then on top of that, he failed in that aspect. He had to have known that he was at the end of his rope. He had to have known. Well, that's fine, because I'm sure where he's going, they're going to have a lovely time with him.